I misbehaved. The first time you ever got drunk. Okay.
Oh my god.
This is the moment, no turning back.
Hey loves, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're coming here for the first time, my name is Wofai and you're watching Shades of Wofai. Don't make it your last by subscribing to my YouTube channel and giving my videos a thumbs up. Check out my other videos too. I promise they're really amazing. And if you're a family member, if you're a returning subscriber, hey love, thanks for coming back. Thanks for clicking on this video. So today's video is a very relaxed one. As you can see, I don't have makeup on. I just came to you guys with my bare face. So I saw this first time tag thing on YouTube and I decided to try it. So without wasting much time, let's dive right into this video. So the first question is, first app you check when you wake up in the morning. So when I wake up in the morning, the first app I check should be WhatsApp. Yeah, I first open my WhatsApp and just scroll through and see if people left me messages. I really don't reply them. I just go through and then I close it and go about other things I have to do, then come back later to read those messages and then reply. Second question is first broken bone. I can't exactly remember, but the one I can remember is, I think that was a dislocation, actually not a broken bone. I don't think I've broken a bone really, maybe just dislocations here and there. Okay, third question, first foreign country you ever visited. So I haven't visited any foreign country ever. I've just been traveling within Nigeria, and for someone that loves traveling, like, I haven't visited any foreign countries, and by working on it, like, hopefully next year we are going to travel to somewhere, fingers crossed. Okay, next question is first Instagram, Twitter or Facebook posts. I can't remember my first Instagram post because I deleted it. My first Twitter posts, I think I'm going to check Twitter and then I'm going to put it on the screen. My first Facebook posts, I don't know if that's my first, I'm going to go check Facebook, even though I'm not sure if whatever post I find there first was actually my first, but I'll just check and then I'll put it up on the screen. Okay, next question says first makeup item. I think my first makeup item should be I think it was kajal, I think. Yeah, because I had this relative that came from Lagos then to visit us, and then she was always using kajal. Whenever she uses it, she would like put it on my eye too and stuff. So when I wanted, like, when she left, I missed using kajal and I actually went to buy kajal. I can't remember, I think kajal was actually my first makeup item. Okay, next question is first plane ride you ever went on. So the first plane ride I ever went on was in 2011. It was from Calabar to Lagos. I was going for an exams at Redemption Camp. So I flew from Calabar to Lagos and then went to Redemption Camp from there. So Calabar to Lagos was my first plane ride in 2011. Next question, first time I ever got into trouble at home and school. I can't remember. I wasn't really a troublesome person growing up, so like I barely got into trouble, so I can't remember this. First time you were allowed to put on makeup. I don't think there was like a restriction on whether I should put on makeup or not, so like I just started using makeup and then we just went with the flow. First YouTuber you subscribe to, I can't remember, but I'm going to check and then I would put the name on the screen. Okay, next question, first time you went shopping on your own. To be one of those Christmas period, they just gave me money, myself and my siblings, and then I went to the market and bought what I wanted or something. I can't remember exactly when, but I think it was when I was in secondary school, I think so. Next question, first boyfriend stroke girlfriend. My first boyfriend was when I was in SS2. Like, I did a story time on my first kiss. I'm going to link it on the screen, so you go check it out. I talked about my first kiss in that video, and that was with my first boyfriend. So that was my first boyfriend. I can't see his name, but that was my first boyfriend. Next question, my first car. I don't have a car yet, but I'm looking at getting one because in Abuja, car is a necessity, man, and not a luxury. So very soon, by the grace of God, I'm going to get a car. Next question, my first celebrity crush. Thing is, I really don't do crushes. Like, I'm not one of those girls that like see a guy that is fine and I'm like, oh, I'm drooling over him and like I like this guy, is my crush and all of that. Like, I've never really been that person, so I really don't have a celebrity crush. Even up to now, I don't have one. So next question, my first cooking experience. I can't remember. I really can't remember, but I love to cook a lot now, so that's it. Next question, my first ever cell phone. So my first cell phone was a Nokia phone. This Nokia phone that the back was like the back had like a basket cover sort of. I'm going to find it and I'm going to put it on the screen. It had infrared. Then you have to put the phones like side by side to send whatever you want to send from one phone to another phone, man. Okay, next question, my first ever date. I can't remember really, but I know I've been on a couple of dates, but I can't remember my first ever date. Okay, next question, my first ever kiss. I did like a whole story time on this particular one, so I'm going to link it somewhere on the screen so you guys will go check it out. Like, I gave a detailed explanation on how it happened and like everything. So if you want this gist on this particular question, go check out that video. Next question, my first friend in college. So my first friend in college was actually Omoladun. Her name is Omoladun Dorcas. So the day I moved in, she was on my block. So like I just met her on my block and then we started talking. We went to get food together, we went to chapel together, we went around together basically, and then we became friends. But then we didn't stay friends, like friends to the end of uni for some reason, but we still talk like normal. Next question, my first ever heartbreak. Okay, so my first ever heartbreak was in 2013. That's when I broke up with my first boyfriend, and it's a long story. Like, really, it's a long story, and this video is meant to be short, so this video can't contain the whole story. But if you'd like me to do a special story time dedicated to this particular question, please leave it in the comment section, and trust me, I'm going to do it. Next question, my first job. Okay, so my first job is going to be at my mom's boutique. So my mom actually owns a boutique in Calabar, and she's a nurse, so she goes to work and doesn't really have time to be at the boutique. So I think it was when I was okay, after my secondary school, while I was waiting to get admission into university. So while waiting, she was like, why don't you go to this shop? Why don't you like go and stay at the shop instead of me employing some other person and paying the person money? Why don't you go there instead, and then I'll just be paying you the money? And I was like, okay. And then I was going there every day and all of that, and she was paying me for it. So that was my first job ever. And yeah. Okay, next question is my first pet. I don't have a pet, but I'm thinking of getting a dog, like either a dog or a cat. For some reason, I actually love cats, and I think it's because of my grandma, because my maternal grandmother has a lot of cats, like a lot of them running around our house. Like whenever I go to the village, you always see the cats running around and all of that. So because of her, I always like, I don't know, I just love cats, and I've been thinking of getting a cat. But the thing is, for someone that stays alone, I feel like a cat is not going to be so much of a companion, because they're actually very quiet, and they just, all they do is just sleep, and like they won't play with you, and they won't like make you feel like you have company. Exactly. So I might get a dog instead of a cat for this reason. Okay, next question, my first piercing and when did I get it? Okay, so apart from this normal piercing, like the first one, the one they give you when you're born, I think my first other piercing was it on this ear or on this ear? I can't remember, but it was either on this ear or this ear. Currently I have 5 piercings altogether. I have 3 here and I have 2 here, and that's because I closed the third one here because it got infected. So my first piercing was in 2009. So in 2009 November. I think. Yeah, my first person was 2009 November or December or thereabout, either November or December, but 2009 when I got my first other piercing, like other than the normal ones. You have, I pierced just one ear, and then I did the other one later. Yeah. So the next question is my first tattoo. I don't have a tattoo yet, but I'm actually considering getting one, but not now. So I'm sure when I get it, you guys definitely see it, because I'm going to vlog the entire process and all of that. Okay, next question. My first time on a ship. I've never been on a ship before, but I've been on a boat ride in Calabar, and that was like years back. Next question. My first tweet, I can't remember. I'm going to check my Twitter and then I'll put it on the screen. By the way, if you're not following me on Twitter, you should follow me on Twitter at West African Babe. West African Babe, African with K. I'm going to put it on the screen, so you go follow me on Twitter and you can check out my tweets. Next question. My first YouTube video. So my first YouTube video was a get to know me tag, and I think I'm actually due for another get to know me tag, because that video is like over a year. So I'm working on actually putting out another, like an updated get to know me tag, and it's going to be up very soon. So for the meantime, you can go check out my first YouTube video, which is the get to know me tag. I'm going to put a link on the screen. Okay, next question is the first book I remember reading. That should be literature books back in school, because bruh, I can't remember. But like, you know, the whole the drummer boy, Echoes of Hard Times, the Silver Spoon, the Joy of Motherhood, the Joys of Mother. I can't believe I actually remember the names of this book. William Shakespeare. What's that book? Hey, I can't remember this one now. But like, it should be all those books from literature books from secondary school, really. Okay, next question. The first concert I ever attended. So I can remember when I was a teenager, like, we're always organizing worship concerts, praise concert, and all of that. So that should be like the first concert I attended. I actually organized, like, I was part of the organizers for the concert. But apart from that kind of concert, I think it should be the Capital Block Party in 2019, because it was like a concert. So I really don't know, but one of those though. Next question is the first person you text when something exciting happens. Okay, when something exciting happens, the first person I text, who do I text first? It depends on what it is, really. Actually, it depends on what it is. I might text my cousin or my mom, so it depends on what it is, really. So yeah, that is that. The first thing I do every morning. So when I wake up in the morning, okay, I first of all say thank you, Jesus. Like, whenever I wake up, I just say thank you, Jesus, on my bed. And then when I get off the bed, first thing I do is turn off my security lights. I stay alone, so like, I have all these responsibilities to myself. So first thing I do is turn off my security lights, and then I use the restroom. Like, I always use the restroom every morning. So if we're talking about first activity I do every morning, it will be using the restroom. I use the restroom first, and then I do my devotional and everything, then work out, and then everything just flows from there. Okay, next question. The first thing I do when I get home. Okay, so when I get home, if I'm wearing a wig, I first of all remove the wig and fling it, then take off my glasses, fling it, and then take off my bra and fling it. And then I can understand, like, what exactly do I need to do. Like, that's when I can think straight. But if I don't take off these three things, I usually don't think straight. Next question is the first time you ever got drunk. Okay, so the first time I ever got drunk was in 2017. August 2017. I can't forget, because I misbehaved. Not misbehave actually. And you won't believe that it was actually Smirnoff Double Black. One can of Smirnoff Double Black, in fact half of it, that actually got me drunk, tipsy, drunk. Yeah, sort of. So I was in Ibadan with my friend then, like my second best friend. We're in Ibadan together, myself and her. We went to see some of our friends and like we spent time in Ibadan. So this particular evening, we're like, let's just take a walk and see the city, like, and maybe if we see somewhere we can get suya, and all of that. So I think I need to do like a whole story time on this particular question because I can't start saying everything on this, like in this particular video. It's going to be too lengthy. So if you would like me to do yet another story time on the first time I got drunk, please leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll look into it and I'll film this particular one, like first time getting drunk. But in summary, I said things I was supposed to say. I was just blabbing basically. But after that, like I moved from that, I know like the limits to which I should drink, and then I know how to behave like when I'm drinking in public, so I don't embarrass myself and all of that. So that is it. Next question is the first wedding I attended. I can't remember, but I know when I was young, when I was like a little child, I was always a little bride. Like I did a lot of little bride duties when I was small. So I even had like a whole enlargement at home when I was a little bride. Like my mom legit enlarged that picture. I don't know why she likes the picture so much to enlarge it, but it's at home. Okay, next question. First time I got into a fist fight. Okay, so the kind of person I am, I really don't like to fight. I'm not a physical person. I'd rather just talk and talk and talk and talk. And even when it comes to talking, I really don't like to talk much because when I'm very angry, I get very emotional. So I really don't like to talk much, basically. So I really don't fight. I always try to avoid anything that is going to make me fight and all of that. So I can't remember the first time I actually got into a fist fight because I basically don't fight. Okay, next question is, when did you go to your first party? I think it should be all those days we used to go for children party now. Wofai is one. This one is two. Like all those children parties, I think. Or if it's an actual party, then I really can't remember. But let's say maybe I should switch. I should kind of tweak the question a bit, and let's say first time I actually went to the club. So the first time I went to the club was 2018. I think March 2018 or February 2018. Either March or February 2018. That's the first time I went out. Either March or February 2018 was the first time I went to the club, and that was while I was 7. So yeah, that's the first time I ever went to the club. And altogether between 2018 and now, altogether I would say I've been to the club maybe 6 or 7 times. I haven't been to the club at all this year. Have I? No, I haven't been to the club at all this year, but I've gone to lounges. Like I've gone to lounges here, but I haven't been to the club at all this year. Last time I went to the club was 2019. Yeah, last time I went to the club was 2019. Okay, no, I've been to the club this year. What am I saying? I've been to the club this year actually once. Wow, I didn't remember that. Okay guys, so we've come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a huge thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please click the subscribe button. It's free to subscribe and join this amazing family. And please do well check out my other videos too, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Stay blessed and stay safe. Bye guys.